Almost 2 weeks ago now, I made a video talking about a woman who's made over $100,000 selling her jarred farts. It's actually how I spent my Christmas day, just researching this. While you were out having fun with your family and opening presents, I was studying the ass and the endless capabilities of it, the potential. This story convinced me that the human colon was basically an infinite money cheat code. All she had to do was blast a little ass into a jar and sell it for a crazy price, and she was making so much money. So just to give you a basic lore breakdown, she was a reality TV star, her name's Stephanie, and then she transitioned to Instagram and became a full-time fart dealer. Not like one of those shady flatulence dealers that you see on the side of the corner with missing teeth and all that, and you can't even trust whether or not they farted or shit in the jar. No, she was a high-quality luxury fart vendor. And she was making a ton of money selling her jarred farts on her platform. She had made over $100,000 just over the last month or so from doing it. And it looked like it was all on the up and up for her. In my last video, a lot of people had questions whether or not she bare ass farts into the jar, because then you'd obviously get like poopy particles in there and stuff, which would be more bang for your buck, I suppose, if you're into it. I don't have the answer to that, and I still don't even today. I imagine she probably did it fully clothed, so you just got kind of the essence of a fart, not so much like the actual unit, you know? So when you open it up, you'd probably still get like a bit of that Mephitis, but you wouldn't get like the full-blown rotten dog shit smell, I don't think. But again, I didn't get a chance to buy any. Those were limited edition because she's retired. That's right. Not in the way you think. It's not like she just, hung up her jersey and said, I'm done with the sport. No. She was forced to retire by nature. She almost died from farting in jars too often. Yesterday, Stephanie was rushed to the hospital with symptoms of either a heart attack or a stroke, and she feared it was her final moments. That must have been horrifying to sail into Valhalla with your ass squatted over a jar, literally just farting yourself to death. I can't even imagine. That's fucking worse than getting dysentery on the Oregon Trail. So yeah, she was treated for heart attack symptoms and everything, but doctors eventually concluded it wasn't a heart attack or a stroke. She had been eating too much eggs and beans. So in my initial video talking about this, I said she probably wasn't even farting into the jars because, that's a lot of work. She said she had changed her diet around in order to produce as much ass juice as possible, and I just kind of doubted that because I just felt there was no way the human anus had evolved enough to meet the demand that she was experiencing. I just didn't think it was possible to supply that much. And it's not like she even really needed to go through the effort of actually tooting in those jars, because people were basically buying the idea of a fart in a jar. No one's going to be able to take that jar and prove whether or not there was a sacred fart held within those walls. What are they going to do? Take it to a forensics expert, a team of scientists, get them on it? Hey guys, can you conclude whether or not Stephanie actually did squeeze one out in here, just dump a fart in this jar? Because you could open it up and it might just, it might have been a fart that wasn't smelling, maybe it wasn't that pungent. There's just no way anyone could have proven whether or not there was a fart in that jar. It's like the fucking Schrodinger's cat conundrum. So she really could have just been selling empty jars and saved herself a lot of trouble. But apparently she was truly committed to the craft, the love of the sport. There was real passion there. She changed her entire diet around to be only protein shakes, eggs, and beans. And as a result of this diet, nearly just fucking died. Her gas pain was so intense that she needed to be rushed to the emergency room. She fucking committed her life to this craft here, a full-blown professional athlete. It was actually incredible to read this, and I couldn't help but just commend her for the dedication. She sacrificed her health for the sake of her customers. God damn it. She said, I'm putting my best ass forward in these jars, no doubt. My customers are getting quality. What, God damn it, I don't care if it costs me my life. But I'll be honest, after reading this, my heart broke for the people that bought those jars and made the mistake of opening them. She ate a diet of nothing but eggs, beans, and protein shakes. That shit was basically a biological weapon she was shipping out to customers. I bet there's actual corpses in those houses that bought those jars. That must have stunk to high heaven. There was no doubt some real stinky shit in there. They could have probably replaced Narcan with her fart jars with that kind of diet. Just someone overdosed, the fucking paramedics bring out Stephanie's ass can, it brings them right back to life and they quit drugs on the spot. I promise you that much. Good lord. She truly changed her whole way of living just to accommodate these jars of farts. If that's not inspiring, I don't know what is. Unfortunately, she has had to retire from this. The prescription that they gave her is like gas suppressants. Like her treatment is basically stop eating gas producing foods. Like stop making your whole diet about expelling gas at dangerous rates. So she has to stop now for her own health. And, that just makes those jars even more valuable now. You're going to see that shit popping up on eBay for millions in the next few years, I'm sure. So, yeah, anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because what a wild journey it's been. She was only in business for a few months, too, so she didn't even really reach her peak. What's the expression? The star that burns brightest burns fastest or something? Like burns out the fastest? I don't fucking remember. She flew too close to the sun and burnt up, unfortunately. But she still made, I think, right around $200,000 from a couple of sources I've read from. So she's doing all right, and she still got her fart NFTs on the way. So there's still something to look forward to there, but it's not going to be the same. You don't have that physical jar, so I don't know how successful that's going to be, but she still got those NFTs coming out at some point. Who doesn't love NFTs? Am I right? I mean, fuck, what a great waste of money. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.